Oh my goodness, collective. Someone just got caught in the biggest lie I have ever seen come through in a reading. I'm talking about the kind of lie that was so calculated, so manipulative that this person actually thought they would never get caught. They were running their mouth, telling stories left and right, and they got so comfortable in their deception that they didn't even realize the trap they were setting for themselves. Wow, the energy coming through right now is absolutely wild. Because this person's whole world is crumbling and everyone around them is finally seeing the truth. If you've been feeling like someone has been spreading lies about you, if you felt attacked, slandered, or completely misunderstood, then this reading is absolutely for you. Stay with me because the cards are about to reveal exactly how this situation is unfolding and why you're about to be completely vindicated. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to True Soul Tarot Guidance. I'm Ilara, and I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is a collective reading, so only take what resonates with you. Not every aspect of this message may pertain to your individual circumstances. However, if you feel a connection to this reading, it is likely that there is something significant for you within it. The universe operates in enigmatic ways, and your decision to click on this video suggests that your spirit guides intended for you to receive this message. Therefore, let us explore together what the cards reveal regarding this individual who has recently been ensnared in an outrageous lie and how everyone is now unveiling their fabricated nonsense. Now, collective, I must express that the energy I am sensing is quite powerful. This is an individual who propagated a falsehood about you that was so grandiose and absurd that it initially garnered belief from others. This person, my goodness, exhibited such confidence. They genuinely believed that no one would ever challenge their claims. They assumed they had successfully deceived everyone. However, the reality is that the manner in which they conveyed this lie was careless. They provided varying accounts of the backstory to different individuals, never considering that anyone would actually compare notes. They grossly underestimated the intelligence of those around them, which turned out to be their most significant error. What I observe is that this individual was circulating their sub-story to anyone willing to listen. They portrayed themselves as the victim while depicting you as the antagonist. Their aim was to elicit sympathy, and for a time, it was effective. People were empathetic and offered their support. Some may have even provided them with financial assistance, shelter, or severed ties with you entirely due to their belief in this person's fabrications. However, collective, this is where the situation becomes intriguing. This individual became so at ease in their deception that they began sharing it with individuals outside their usual cycle. I refer to extended family members, neighbors, and mutual acquaintances, people who did not possess the blind loyalty that their close friends exhibited. And those individuals, oh my, they began to inquire. They commenced their investigation. They sought further information as something seemed off. When this individual attempted to clarify the background, their narrative lacked consistency. The specifics were in constant flux. The chronology was illogical. Gradually, individuals began to share their observations, leading to the unraveling of the situation. Allow me to draw the first card to discern the energy this person was embodying when they chose to fabricate this significant falsehood about you. The initial card I am drawing is the Seven of Swords. Oh my, collective, this card signifies deceit, cunningness, and treachery. This individual was fully aware of their actions. This was not a mere innocent mistake or miscommunication. Rather, it was a deliberate falsehood. The Seven of Swords depicts someone stealthily taking what is not theirs and attempting to evade consequences. This person aimed to appropriate something from you. It might have been your tranquility, your reputation, your connections, or even tangible opportunities. They desired to incite others against you. Their goal was to alienate you, portraying you as the antagonist while they assumed the guise of the blameless victim. Remarkably, they fully embraced this role. They were prepared with tears and had orchestrated an entire act. They understood precisely how to sway people's feelings to gain their support. However, the Seven of Swords also indicates that such deceit is never enduring. Ultimately, the truth emerges. When it does, the individual who was covertly scheming is revealed in the most disgraceful manner. This is precisely what is transpiring at this moment. This person believed they were exceptionally clever. They thought they had secured all their angles. Yet, they committed one significant blunder. They became overly ambitious with their falsehood. They did not confine it to their inner circle of friends who would accept anything they claimed. Instead, they began disseminating it to individuals who had no obligation to remain loyal to them. The individuals collectively responsible for this situation are the ones who caused its downfall. Allow me to draw the next card to illustrate what transpired when people began to question this individual's narrative. The second card drawn is the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is indeed quite significant. The Eight of Swords in reverse symbolizes clarity, liberation, and the alleviation of mental confusion. For an extended period, individuals were ensnared in the illusion crafted by this person. They believed the falsehoods. They expressed sympathy for this individual. They may have even defended this person against you. However, the blindfold is now being removed. People are beginning to see clearly for the first time. They are coming to the realization that they were manipulated. They are recognizing that this individual played them skillfully. And, oh my goodness, collective, they are not pleased about it. The Eight of Swords in reverse indicates that those who once supported this deceiver are now awakening to the truth and feeling a sense of betrayal. They feel exploited. They feel ashamed for having fallen for such an evident deception. Now, they are turning against this individual with the same fervor with which they once defended them. This is poetic justice at its best. Additionally, what I observe with the Eight of Swords in reverse is that you, collective, were never truly ensnared by this person's deceptions. Even when others believed them, even when you felt isolated and misunderstood, you were aware of the truth. You recognized that this individual was dishonest. You did not require anyone's validation because you stood firm in your own truth. This is why the situation is shifting in your favor so rapidly. You did not squander your energy attempting to justify yourself to those who were not prepared to listen. You did not stoop to this person's level by engaging in drama or attempting to combat fire with fire. No, you chose the high road. You walked away. You allowed a higher power to manage the situation. Now, without you needing to exert any effort, the truth is emerging in the most irrefutable manner. Let me draw the next card to understand the current situation of this individual now that their true nature has been revealed. The third card is the Tower. Oh my goodness, collective, this is significant. The Tower is among the most powerful cards in the tarot deck, symbolizing abrupt upheaval, destruction, and the disintegration of false foundations. Everything this individual constructed on deceit is collapsing. Their reputation is in ruins. Their relationships are disintegrating. The individuals who once supported them are walking away, and there is nothing they can do to prevent it. The Tower does not provide warnings. It does not permit damage control. When the Tower appears, it signifies that the foundation was flawed from the outset, and now everything is falling apart simultaneously. This individual is engulfed in total chaos at this moment. They are desperately attempting to justify their actions, but each time they speak, they only worsen their predicament. They cannot maintain a consistent narrative because there are too many facets to manage, and the more they attempt to defend themselves, the more culpable they appear. What is even more impactful about the Tower in this context is that it is not solely affecting this individual, it is also influencing those who stood by them. There may be someone, perhaps a close friend or romantic partner, who defended this individual against you. Someone who insisted that you were mistaken, that you were overreacting, that you needed to forgive and forget. And now that person is undergoing their own Tower moment. They are coming to the realization that they were entirely incorrect about this matter. They are recognizing that they defended someone unworthy of such loyalty, and oh, the regret they are experiencing at this moment is profound. This individual may even attempt to return to you with an apology, but we will discuss that later. For now, let us concentrate on the fact that the lies have been unveiled, the deceiver has been caught, and justice is being enacted in real time. All right, beautiful souls, I would like to take a brief moment to request your support. The creation of these readings requires significant time, energy, and spiritual effort. And if this message has resonated with you, I would be immensely grateful if you could support the channel with a super thanks of $10, $20, or $30. Your support enables me to continue delivering these messages and allows me to devote more time to serving this community. Additionally, if you have not yet done so, please consider becoming a channel member for exclusive content, early access to readings, and special perks that are available only to members. Your support genuinely means the world to me, and I am profoundly thankful for each and every one of you. Now, let us return to this reading, as there is much more to explore. So, collective, we have determined that this individual has been ensnared in their deceptions and that their world is crumbling, but I wish to discuss the reasons behind their initial lie. What was their motive? What did they hope to achieve by attempting to tarnish your reputation? Allow me to draw the next card to uncover the truth regarding their intentions. The fourth card is the Five of Pentacles. Wow, this is quite revealing. The Five of Pentacles signifies feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and being left out in the cold. This individual was profoundly envious of you, collective. They perceived something in you that they lacked within themselves. It could be your confidence, your success, your relationships, your spiritual gifts, or even simply the way people are naturally drawn to you. Whatever it was, they could not tolerate it. They felt inferior, and rather than working on their own issues, they chose to attempt to bring you down. They sought to take from you. They aimed to tarnish your image so that they could feel better about themselves. They desired for people to cease admiring you and to begin pitying them instead. The Five of Pentacles also indicates that this individual may have been facing challenges in some aspect of their life, whether financially, emotionally, or spiritually, and they held you responsible for it. They constructed a narrative portraying you as the cause of their suffering, when in truth, their issues were unrelated to you. They merely sought a scapegoat, and you became their chosen target. However, here lies the crux, collective. Their scheme backfired dramatically. Rather than diminishing your spirit, they inadvertently revealed their own darkness. Instead of garnering sympathy, they forfeited the trust and respect of those around them. The Five of Pentacles illustrates an individual who is now genuinely isolated, standing in the cold with no one to rely on. And that is precisely the situation this person finds themselves in at present. They have alienated themselves through their own fabrications. They have shattered their own relationships through their deceit, and now they are confronting the repercussions of their actions, which are undeniably severe. Allow me to draw one more card to ascertain the final outcome of this scenario and what you can anticipate as you move forward. The fifth and final card is Justice. Oh, how remarkable, collective. This is truly ideal. Justice embodies truth, fairness, and karmic equilibrium. All that was concealed in darkness is now being illuminated. Every falsehood that was uttered is being unveiled. Every individual who was manipulated is awakening. And you, radiant soul, you are receiving vindication. Justice indicates that you need not struggle for your truth, for the truth is advocating for itself. The universe witnessed the injustices done to you, and it is rectifying them. This card serves as a potent affirmation that you are safeguarded, that you are favored, and that no weapon forged against you shall succeed. The individuals who endeavored to obliterate you are now encountering their own downfall. The falsehoods they propagated are now being turned against them, and the reputation they sought to tarnish is being restored in a manner that is even more robust than before. Justice also suggests that there may be some form of legal or official resolution to this matter. If this individual publicly defamed you, if they deprived you of opportunities, if they interfered with your livelihood in any capacity, then you may witness some form of accountability emerge. This could manifest through legal avenues, public exposure, or simply through the inevitable repercussions of their actions catching up to them. Regardless, justice is being served, and it is being delivered in a manner that leaves no room for doubt. Everyone will be aware of the truth. Everyone will perceive this individual for who they truly are, and everyone will comprehend that you were innocent all along. What I appreciate most about justice manifesting in this reading is that it reaffirms something I consistently convey to you all. You do not need to defend yourself to those who are resolute in their misunderstanding of you. You do not need to engage in arguments with individuals who have already formed their opinions. You do not need to validate your worth to anyone. All you need to do is remain steadfast in your truth, maintain your peace, and allow God to manage the rest. And that is precisely what you accomplished, collective. You distanced yourself from the drama. You declined to engage with the falsehoods. You had faith that the truth would eventually surface. And now it has. Justice is present, and it stands in your favor. Now, let us discuss what transpires next. This individual who deceived you is currently in disarray. Their entire world has crumbled. The individuals who once supported them have turned away. The person who may have been their most ardent defender, whether a romantic partner, a close friend, or a family member, is now questioning everything. And this individual, oh my goodness, is feeling the burden of their actions in a manner they never anticipated. They believed they were invulnerable. They thought they could navigate life through lies without ever confronting consequences. However, they are now learning a very harsh lesson. They are discovering that one cannot construct a life on falsehoods. They are realizing that deception inevitably catches up with you. They are understanding that karma is genuine and it does not forget. Some of you may be pondering whether this individual will attempt to reach out to you. The response is likely affirmative. I perceive the energy of an individual who wishes to return and seek reconciliation, yet their apology is expected to be insincere. It will be half-hearted, primarily focused on preserving their image rather than genuinely accepting responsibility. They might attempt to minimize their actions, offer justifications, or even shift the blame onto others for their influence. However, collectively, you will see through these tactics. You will recognize that this individual has not truly changed. They are merely fearful of the repercussions they face and are searching for an escape. My recommendation is to proceed with utmost caution. You are not obligated to grant this person your forgiveness, your time, or anything else. Should they wish to apologize, they can do so from afar, but you are under no compulsion to allow them back into your life. Additionally, there may be another individual who attempts to retain, namely the person who defended the deceiver against you. This could be a friend, a family member, or even a romantic partner who opted to believe the falsehoods rather than your truth. Now, this person is coming to terms with the significant error they made. They are experiencing regret, guilt, and embarrassment for failing to see through the deceit, and they may also seek to apologize to you. This situation is somewhat different, as this individual was manipulated just like everyone else. They were not the architect of the lies, but rather a pawn in another's scheme. Therefore, whether you decide to forgive this person is entirely your choice. However, I will emphasize that if they do return, they must do so with sincerity. They need to genuinely recognize the pain they inflicted, accept full responsibility for their involvement in the matter, and demonstrate through their actions, not merely their words, that they have learned from this ordeal. If they can achieve this, there may be a possibility for reconciliation. However, if they return with excuses, justifications, or anything short of complete accountability, you are entirely justified in permanently closing that door. Additionally, I perceive that this entire situation, despite its painful nature, has proven to be a blessing in disguise. It has revealed the true nature of those around you. It has uncovered the insincere friends, the unfaithful family members, and the fair-weather supporters who were only present during convenient times. Now, you possess the clarity necessary to progress with a fresh start. You are aware of who merits a place in your life and who does not. You understand who supports you and who is willing to betray you. Such clarity is invaluable. Therefore, even though this experience was challenging, painful, and seemingly unjust, it ultimately served your highest good. It eliminated those who did not belong in your life and created space for those who do. Before concluding, I urge you to assist in spreading this message to as many individuals as possible. If this reading resonated with you, kindly click the like button and share this video with your friends. By liking and sharing, you inform the YouTube algorithm that this content holds value, thereby helping the video reach new audiences who require this message. Numerous individuals are currently facing similar situations. They are being lied about, slandered, and feeling isolated and misunderstood. They need reassurance that the truth will emerge, that justice will prevail, and that they will be all right. Therefore, please take a moment to like and share this video. Your support makes a significant impact, and I am immensely grateful to you. Collective, I wish to leave you with this final reflection. You were never the villain in this narrative. You were never the issue. You were merely the target of someone else's jealousy, insecurity, and darkness. Now, the truth has been revealed, and the lies have been brought to light. The liar has been caught. And you are walking away from this situation with your head held high, your reputation intact, and your spirit stronger than ever. You didn't have to fight for your vindication because God fought for you. You didn't have to prove your innocence because the truth proved itself. And now, you're stepping into a new chapter of your life, where the people around you see you clearly, appreciate you fully, and respect you deeply. This is your time, collective. This is your moment, and nothing and no one can take that away from you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Until then, stay blessed, stay protected, and keep shining your light.